What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 10th episode of bottom tier character Tomazaki. This one's titled Multiplayer Games Have Their Own Special Appeal. I assume that's in reference to the trip that we're going off with the group, that Tomazaki is kind of underprepared for, as per usual, but I don't think he'll ever be fully prepared for something like that. I would be concerned if he was actually fully prepared for something like that so soon, considering how much progress he's made already. But last time out, we had an interesting episode that I think really kind of highlights where this can go a bit different and a little bit... You can have two splits to the story here, and I think depending on which way the author wants to take it, there are two options, because it would be very typical for Tomazaki to end up with Hinami. Like, it's just like, oh, you taught me so much, and now I've just developed romantic feelings for you for all this. Like, it's so typical that I would expect it to happen. However, the fact that Tomazaki and Fuka are getting along relatively well gives me hope that maybe that's the route they'll end up going. Whether that relationship will actually work out or not, though, is another question. Because there are some teething issues here, and it all stems from the fact that Tomazaki... He's trying to change himself. And in doing so, he's becoming more normie, as he puts it. More like Hinami and Mimimi and such. And that is... He thinks that's definite progress. But in the date with Fuka, when he starts to go into normie mode, as he would call it, Fuka starts to become a bit more reserved and starts to close herself back in and says that he is hard to talk to at times. Now, the question is whether Tomazaki, how he took that. Did he realize that when he started to be like his Hinami teached way, like, did he realize that that was what started that whole her being a little bit more uncomfortable with him part? Or does he think he just didn't pull that off well, he needs to do better at it and study more and do it more often to get better at it? Because if he thinks that way, he might end up alienating Fuka a little bit more. Which would be a shame, because I think they actually do get along really well. And honestly, whether that would have happened without Hinami's guidance, I don't think so. But yeah, it's an interesting dynamic there, and I would like to explore it more, but I don't think we're going to cover that this episode since we're on a group trip and whatever. So I think more focus is going to be based on that group dynamic rather than his romantic interests. I don't know how much more time we have for the romantic side of things based on that, because I assume this episode is entirely going to be the group stuff. Next episode might be more group stuff, or it might be back to Fuka a little bit. That would leave the finale as well. I'm not quite sure how they're going to pace this. I wouldn't mind a season 2 of this, all things considered. It's been an enjoyable ride. It's been a very likable main character in Tomazaki. Like, I really like him as a main character, and the growth he's gone through, and not just blindly forgetting who he was. He accepts who he was, and he wants to improve upon that and change himself, but not lose focus of his old ways. Because, like I said, in like episode 3 or 4, whenever it was, when he was like, isn't that insincere? He wants to be sincere, even if it means going against Hinami's teachings and putting a little pushback there. And I'm kind of curious to see where that will lead. If Tomazaki is just going to blindly follow Hinami from here on out, or if he's actually going to start questioning her. It's like he's just assuming that she is god tier at the game of life, essentially. He's taking her word as gospel. When is he going to start questioning it and trying to make his own strategies, his own theories, and his own way to play? Just saying. Maybe they'll start going that route with it. I think that would be interesting. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking because my voice is already feeling a little iffy today. So yeah, as per usual, these are time-based form actions here on YouTube. If you want to see a full picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture actions I do on the channel, which is everything from this season and future seasons, certain backdated shows, Patreon request shows, movies, etc. Here on YouTube, though, we have to do time-based, so bottom left of the screen, you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We're watching this one on Funimation, since that's who licensed it this season. We have the Funimation logo to start, so about 7 seconds of logos, give or take. I'll call it out as I go past. You can also use screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when scene's transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Formation, cheers. Here we go. Oh, I also didn't mention Mizusawa and the hairstyling scene. That was really good from last episode too. Sure. Alright. Here we go. Multiplayer games have their own special appeal. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Barbecue sounds good right now. Poor guy. Okay, Nakamura time. Mm-hmm. Yes. I think him and Mrs. Sara are getting on relatively well, actually. Hmm. Hmm. I think then he might be going the wrong direction with that now. It's raising some flags on that Tomazaki-Fuga relationship, unfortunately. Ooh, barbecue. Oh, I want barbecue now. God, it's been so long since I went to an actual barbecue. Not even just talking COVID, just talking actual barbecue. It's been years. All right. Hmm. Yes. Fair enough. uh, I thought she was referring to. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, you have to, right? Everyone does it. It's just instinctive. Oof. Mm, finally. Yes. Nice. I don't get that he's completely oblivious. Yes. Oh no. Just outright saying it, okay. Yeah. uh, so I was just trying to keep it in. Oh, yep. Oh boy. Okay. No idea how that game's played still after all this time. I still don't know the rules of Tycoon. Doing well. Oh. Hmm. if you wanted to. So why not? Yeah. Hmm. That's a bit difficult for Tomazaki to understand right now. Hmm. Hmm. This Sawa really is an interesting character for Tomazaki to play off. Hmm. Of course, you gotta do a test of courage and these sorts of things. What? Jesus Christ. Oh no. Oof. Uh, uh, I don't think that's what she planned. Uh, 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 Christ. Yeah. Totally is. So lost. We're gonna end up with Hinami, aren't we? Yep. I mean, it was obvious, right? Oh. Oh boy. So dejected. Uh, yes. Partially as well. Jesus Christ. Uh, uh, I'm sure there is. We get a cliffhanger on that? Okay. I mean, it's obviously a tease, right? Right? It's gotta be. Like, if it isn't meant as a tease, then I feel like that's a bit rushed on Hinami's development, but whatever. I'm still Team Fuka regardless, so might be my own bias playing into it, but still. Alright. Good episode. I really like Mizusawa. I really like him in this show. I think the dynamic between him and Tomazaki is really, really interesting. I really like it. And we're starting to open that up for Tomazaki and Nakamura as well, slowly but surely. In a very similar way as to how we started with Mizusawa. But I still think Mizusawa and Tomazaki is a great pairing. Like, not romantically, unless you really are wanting to go that route, but I'm sure you absolutely could define that route if you wanted to. But just as a bromance in general, it's like, yeah, I really like them just together as characters. I think they play off each other rather well. Like, and Mizusawa in general is playing off of the group very well. Like his eye on Aoi, as someone pointed out last week, and how he kind of noticed her general change in demeanor when seeing the controller and stuff, and how like he might have picked up on that. Like, he's a very observant character, and I really like the way he's interacting with our group right now. I really, really enjoy it. But yeah, I don't know why they decided to cliffhanger that little bit there, because I'm fairly certain that's just a tease, but maybe they're just trying to play with us, I don't know. It feels like it is just them teasing, but who knows? Honestly, who knows? Still a very good episode, though. Very enjoyable. I do find it weird that they cliffhangered that. It didn't feel like that worthy of a cliffhanger, but who knows? But yeah, I look forward to see how they wrap this up, because how do you wrap this show up? Because it's not a traditional romance show in that side. It's very much a it is a slice of life show. And it is like a rehab show. I think that's been its strength. Its strength has been Tomazaki and his development. He's been a very strong character, and that's something that I really appreciate, because normally the male characters in these types of shows don't end up being the most well-developed characters. It's usually more focused on the girls, because it's the girls you're trying to sell to your audience, because your main demographic is the guys. They don't necessarily want to see a guy that's better than them, hence where the self-insert type characters come from. So you develop the girls a little bit so that their attention is more towards the girls rather than the main character. But this show's actually bothering to make the main character very interesting, have him show some good development. Like I said, episode 4 is still my favorite scene from the his outburst in defense of everything that was going on there. That was just a brilliant outburst, and I really enjoyed it, and the voice acting was on point for that as well. Gen Sato is a good voice actor. And a new voice actor as well. First role was Gail Gibson in Slime. Landed Chrome from Dr. Stone, which has been very, very good. Also in Fruits Basket, from the looks of things. Although only for season... Apparently this character only ever appeared in season 1, so whatever. But yeah, it's nice to see him getting some more title roles, and hopefully this can lead to some more in the future. So yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the ones most I did. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments for what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 lineup you can find on the channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.